This is CKR. We begin today with gaming consoles. Did you know Nintendo was actually founded in 1889? Well, it was. That's today on History. Last time we talked a little bit about the new Mercedes-Benz auto car. We'll explore self-driving cars today. Lights, camera, action. TikTok is blowing up right now. We'll dive in on techtivity. Today, in 2020, it's hard to decide what is better, a camera or a phone. We'll take a look on camera versus cell. Also, have you ever wanted to learn about the magic of 3D printing? Well, Tucker gives us an inside peek. Coming to you live, this is CKR, Coda Kids Radio, the tech show by kids. Now, over to Gray with History.
You probably have a gaming console, such as a PlayStation, a Nintendo Switch, or an Xbox. The one that you have is probably new. But have you ever heard of a Nintendo NES? This is Nintendo's first console. The gaming console has a very interesting history, so let's jump right in. The first gaming console was released by Magnavox in 1972. This console was named the Magnavox Odyssey. If you look at a picture of the controller, you will see a reset button and two wheels that control the console. Moving forward about 13 years, in 1985, Nintendo released the NES to the United States. NES stands for Nintendo Entertainment System. The NES actually was first released in 1983 as the Family Computer in Japan. Moving on, we talk about Nintendo's history. Nintendo was founded in 1889. Did you know that before Nintendo made electronics, they made playing cards? Skipping a few years to 1989, the Game Boy was released. Later consoles like the 2DS, 3DS, Switch, Switch Lite, and more have been released. All of these consoles are amazing. Now we're hearing about the PS5, otherwise known as the PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series X console. These brands are continuing to grow and grow. We wonder what will come next. This is CKR, Coder Kids Radio, the tech show by kids. Now back over to the panel.
And now it's time to talk about gaming consoles with the panel. Let's introduce the panel.
We have Gray, we have Catherine,
we
have Yanni,
Sorry.
and we have a special guest.
Matthew. Hello. All right, well, welcome, Matthew, to the stream. We are so happy that you are here. All right, so we are talking about gaming consoles, right, Schaffer?
Yes, they are pretty amazing. I mean, I know Matthew has one, right? Correct?
And speaking of which, Matthew, would you like to talk a little bit about your gaming console? And first, tell us, which one do you have?
I have the PS4 Pro.
Cool.
Whoa,
Okay.
And tell us a little bit about the PS4 Pro.
Just a PS4 regular console with the disc that you can put in discs, unlike the Xbox One S.
Okay, yeah, also, Gray, I know you have a console, too. He has also PS4, and we've played plenty of game beasts on that's for sure.
Now, I want to mention that nowadays we're not maybe seeing as much gaming consoles, but more things on our phone. Does anybody want to share about an experience that they have a game on their phone?
So basically, there are some games that aren't available for some gaming consoles.
Such as?
Such as, like, for instance, I'm just going to throw this one out there randomly. Roblox is not available on PS4, but it's available on Xbox.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of that stuff. And also, the Magnavox Odyssey, no one knew that was a thing. Did you know that was a thing? This was a good discussion, Matthew.
So some consoles like to put in things onto the mobile area.
Okay, everyone, we'll be right back. And now, we are talking about self-driving cars. These are amazing pieces of technology, so let's get everyone mics up.
All right. Thank you, Schaffer, for that. And now we are talking about self-driving cars with the panel. Now, would someone like to define what a self-driving car is? Yanni?
A self-driving car is a car that, well, you don't even need to, like, steer the car. It'll do it automatically for you.
That's exactly
Well, it
what
can.
it sounds.
And-
It drives by itself.
And do self-driving cars also control the speed?
I think it's manual and automatic.
So now here's there's something called cruise control where you still steer, but it maintains the same speed. This is kind of a build on of that. Instead of only just controlling the speed, it also controls the steering as well. Now, one of the brands that has been doing this quite a bit is Tesla. Would anybody like to talk about Teslas? Yanni.
So apparently Teslas are still working on the big fixes. Like they can't exactly do a full turn because it's still in the early phases, but it can go in a straight line by itself pretty much.
So, and I can also talk about some of my experiences with that.
Yeah, okay. I just want to say a few things. First of all, they are helping our Earth a little bit more.
Well,
I remember
not really.
last episode we did something about the new Mercedes autonomous car. And it was pretty cool. And then also, what was it? Oh, I've seen people do pranks where they get their Tesla to drive up and say, honk honk, and get them to drop the food into the car. It's so funny.
okay, and Yanni.
I've come up with a little like theory. All electric cars are picking up the idea of self-driving.
That's a good theory, Yanni.
That is true.
And I've had my own experience with a self-driving car, and I'll go ahead and explain that. It's called now Enhanced Autopilot or Navigate on Autopilot. What we'll see in the future is full self-driving, but we're not there yet. Tesla did release like a no sound video of like a beta version of that, and everybody was like freaking out about it. But the point is, currently on the highway, let's say you need to switch highways, it will move over to the correct lane without any human input, exit the highway, merge onto the other highway without any human input, steering,
that is very
pedaling.
impressive.
But you can always do manual lane changes using auto lane change. You just use the clicker. So Schaffer, if you had one of these autonomous driving cars, well, if you were old enough to drive, that is.
Well, it'd be pretty nice. I've seen the new Mercedes one. I would personally like that because you can relax and chill back. Okay.
Catherine.
So if I think they help, like if you're on like a road trip or something, and like it's a long road trip, like it's like an overnight or something, you can like sleep and relax, and then the car will just drive itself, and you
Sort
can,
of.
But you
Yeah.
might have to stay awake.
But yes, you may have to stay awake just in case. But
Yeah.
okay, everyone, we will be right back with TikTok.
And now over to Yanni with TikTok.
Do you have TikTok, a leading social media platform? Well, it's a fun place to do karaoke, make fun videos, and just have fun. You really can get creative with TikTok, so let's explore on Techtivity. TikTok can be really fun, but it's meant for teenagers and older. Maybe you have tried to take a break from social media, and you haven't heard about TikTok. But maybe before that, you've heard of something called Musical.ly. Well, TikTok is based on Musical.ly. TikTok is a fun place to make videos, create skits, and more. Moving away from that, in TikTok, you can do some karaoke. Basically, you just add the song in the back of the video and mouth it as you're recording yourself. It's pretty fun. After you film your video, you can add stickers, effects, and much more. It's a good way to top off the whole video. Once you have created your video, you can either post it or make it private. Did you know instead of posting to the public, you can just send the video to your grandparents? All around the world, people have TikTok, even people from ages 10 to 80. It is truly a fun place to get creative and connect with your family and friends. We just explored on Techtivity. This is CKR, Coder Kids Radio, the tech show by kids. Now, back over to the panel.
Hello, everyone, and once again, welcome back to CKR. That was TikTok. It was pretty fun. Okay, now, welcome to Camera versus Cell. We are talking about can cameras be better than cell phone cameras,
And
or vice versa. So I'm going to go ahead and say my phone camera may even be better than my camera, but I'm not sure about that.
All right, and Yanni.
So with the phone camera, you can take not the biggest photos, but you can take normal size photos, like portraits, and not like entire landscapes, but maybe like half of a landscape.
Actually, I think I can get a pretty cool landscape. Okay, Gray, who is raising his hand and going, no.
Okay, so Yanni said something about you can't take the biggest photos, but with Samsung just releasing their
Yes, the 100 times space zoom, the S20 Ultra.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, aren't we talking about that for next episode?
Yes, we
Spoiler
are.
alert.
Spoiler alert.
But since it has 100 megapixels megapixel sensor for one of the cameras, you can take really big photos and blow them up really big, and it will still be sharp.
That's true.
And also, it can shoot 8K video, which is insane.
But
That's only for
But let's not spoil that. That will be next week on
Yeah.
CKR Season 2, Episode 1. Make sure to tune in Sundays at 2 p.m. on demand, Wednesdays at 5 p.m., and on podcast platforms Fridays at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Yep, well, yeah, that's your instructions on how to listen to our stream. You actually might be listening to that now. All right, does anybody want to say something about cell phone cameras or just any kinds of cameras? Yes.
I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you get as long as you know how to use it in the best way possible.
That
Like,
is so
take
true.
care
As
of
long
your
as you
camera
can
and your
show your
phone.
creativity.
I agree. Yes, Catherine.
So I don't know if this is true or not because I don't have a camera. I only have a cell phone camera. But I think, are there more settings for cameras on iPhone than
It depends.
Then
It
camera?
depends. It really does.
Yes, Gray.
This is a little bit off topic, but I don't know if any of you guys have heard that Canon is coming out with the EOS R5, which can do 4K
Wow.
at 120 FPS and 8K.
Holy moly.
And it has a 45 megapixel sensor and it can also do 8K. I'm not sure what the frame rate is for
Yeah,
that.
because I've seen that camera is amazing.
It's definitely going to change the game for a lot of camera companies because Nikon just came out with a new camera, and I'm pretty sure Sony did as well. But when Canon is coming out with this is definitely going to be a
we've
big
seen
step
the
for that line.
C500 Mark II, but that's 5.9K.
And now, Lily, do you want to say something?
Oh, well, my mom has the iPhone 11, and it takes very much better pictures than my iPhone.
It really does. I take a bunch of photos on my phone, and oh my gosh, I just
Now, here's something interesting. The camera quality on iPhone, it can go up to 4K at 60 frames per second, which is really good.
that's better than my camera.
But the
the optics,
We said that in unison, which was great.
because we knew what each other were saying.
Yes, so the optics, that's what changes. The optics on a camera are better. It might be a little bit more sharp. You might get a little bit of more, flavor, should I say, in
Yes,
the
that's what I
photo.
like, a little more depth of field. And I
Yes, that too.
personally, I like portrait mode, but I'm not the biggest fan of portrait mode because with portrait mode, the background sometimes, it can kind of crop off your face. I don't like it.
Well, yeah, but I actually, this morning, I took a very cute portrait photo of my dog,
Oh,
Watson.
Watson.
Yes, my dog, Watson. Literally, everybody here at the studio knows Watson. Right, everybody?
But he's always screwed it up
devil.
because he's a
In a
crazy.
b-
Yes, he's
I
very
know
sweet.
him
He's
in
a
a
big-
bad way.
He's a big, fluffy, cute puppy.
We should be seeing, as we talked about last video or last stream, last episode, we should be seeing a new iPhone.
Really?
In the March, maybe iPhone SE2 or iPhone 9, and this will probably be the newest. Yes, it will be the newest, but will have a better camera than the 11 Pro is the question.
Good question.
And
5G
yeah.
as well. Yes, Yanni.
I'm going to take a stab at it and say no because maybe they're trying to go back and fix out all the bugs that they had to fix out before when they were still working with
Agreed.
the
That's
8.
a good point. That's a
Interesting
really good
theory.
point.
yeah, okay, I like that.
Do we know
But
what it
then,
looks like
I mean,
yet?
okay, that means we have the, I think, 11 Pro versus the S20 Ultra versus the whatever Sony's camera is, and then the EOS
From what I think,
EOS R5.
I think that the Samsung is priding itself on the ability to go a higher resolution, to zoom in farther, and yeah, that's what they're really priding themselves on this stream. Yeah, I mean, what did I just say? On this phone?
Yes, because phone cameras are getting better and better, and they're so amazing.
And that's the point
Just-
of this panel discussion.
Yeah.
Are phones better than cameras?
Okay, everyone, this was the discussion with the panel. That was a good discussion, just saying. Okay, when we come back, tech trends. The internet, the place where you can find everything from a video to a new app. But it can be really dangerous as well. Remember, to only go to secure and trusted websites. If you're not sure, go ask an adult. Stay safe, everyone. This has been a public service announcement from CKR, Coder Kids Radio, the tech show by kids. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Coming up with tech trends about 3D printing. 3D printing is pretty cool, and it can do a bunch of different stuff. Okay, here we go.
A 3D printer has almost no limits. You can make something as small as a screw to something as big as a bike. But have you ever thought of a 3D printed building? Believe it or not, it's possible. 3D printing might just be the future of architecture. It's trending, so let's explore on Tech Trends. You might think of 3D printing as quite a new trend. However, the first 3D printer was actually invented in the mid-1980s. 3D printing has changed a lot over the years, and so has the price. When it was invented, 3D printers could cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now they cost about $1,000. Today, 3D printers can be used for just about anything. Many people think of plastic when you think of 3D printers. While 3D printers can often do plastic, they can use other materials as well, including carbon fiber, steel, titanium, and much more. But what can 3D printers make? You might be surprised by the answer. 3D printers can make musical instruments, models, and camera lenses. 3D printing might be the future of factory assembly. We've learned what 3D printers can make, but how do they work? If you've ever seen one in action, the process is very complicated, yet very interesting. 3D printers use a hot tip to lay down plastic or any other material onto a board. 3D printers then print on top of that again and again until the object is complete. You can make a 3D design with apps like SketchUp. 3D printers are able to make all kinds of things, from a bike to a building. 3D printing might be a big part of our future. This is CKR, Coder Kids Radio, the tech show by kids. Now back over to the panel.
So yes, unfortunately the end of our show is near here at CKR, Coder Kids Radio, the tech show by kids. Did everybody enjoy today's episode?
Yes.
That was fun.
Lily,
I just want to thank everyone for coming out. Yes.
Yes, I do want to thank everybody for being here.
And we would like to thank you, Matthew, in the back. Come say hi into the mic.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Matthew, for being here. You can, Matthew, would you like to say your YouTube channel out loud so people can go subscribe to you?
Go subscribe to Mock Ghost and follow Mock Ghost on Twitch and Mixer.
Okay,
Thank you
also
very
I'm going
much,
to plug my YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/ShafferVlogs, please.
That's also featured on the CKR channel. You can get to it through there as part of our Spotlight
What
channel.
about my YouTube channel?
Okay, well, great. Why don't you tell them your YouTube channel?
4K
I have no
films.
real content, but it's just 4K films on YouTube.
His
Very
intro is really cool, by the way. I made that.
Yeah, it is definitely very cool. All of these YouTube channels are amazing. Thank you, to essentially, yes, thank you to everybody.
Thank you, Matthew,
And we
Lily,
still have
Ronnie,
more time,
and
actually,
yeah.
so we can keep talking.
Okay, Skylar, are you going to do our outro?
Not yet.
Yeah, because we play music at the end. A lot of
Okay.
technical errors here at CKR. Just going to go ahead and say.
Okay, well, yes, all right. If you
Okay.
would like me to. All right, here we go. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, first, before I say it, I would like to thank everybody for listening to the stream. Remember, you can always listen,
On
on
demand, Wednesdays at 5
p.m.
and podcast at
Fridays
your
at 5 p.m.
Yes, okay.
So, everybody, thank you. This is CKR, Coder Kids Radio, the tech show by kids, ending today's broadcast, broadcasting over Ethernet at 250 megahertz, at least we hope. Coming to you live from CKR, or Frequency, Studio A1, signing off. We'll see you back here next week. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, and have a great day.